Going to your next note, you said you love traditional dating, being treated like a lady and not having to worry about anything, but doing modern things. Modern dating to me is a little stressful or too basic. Nobody wants to Netflix and chill. What do you mean?
So when I said modern dating stuff, like modern activities, like
like mini golf.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you said you want to get to know the person you're spending time with. You love traditional dating, being treated like a lady. Going around the table, do you also like traditional dating, being treated like a lady?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You said yes?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Would you consider yourselves traditional women?
Yes.
No.
No.
I can be.
What do you mean?
Because we grow up in a modern age, right? We're part of the modern age. So we know what it is to date modern and live in this society. But I was taught traditional ways and things that you do. And like.
Okay. And then what about you?
Yeah. Some aspects.
Okay. So can you guys list for me, what are some of the things, like when you say you love traditional dating and being treated like a lady, can you maybe give me like 2 or 3 things that you might expect from a guy when it comes to traditional dating?
To keep it simple, like open the door for me.
Sure. Okay. Open the door.
Yeah. Plan the date, initiate. Sure. And yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Also, real quick, Ryan, sorry, I don't mean to cut in. I just want to make the correction. I said it was 1 acre per person in Texas. It's 0.2 acres. My bad. Just wanted to correct it.
All right.
Go ahead.
Providing protection, chivalry, like being romantic. Yeah.
Okay.
I think just not being so handsy so fast, right? It's like the first date and a guy's like trying to grab your titties.
Like
so.
Yeah.
You said the question was the aspects in traditional dating.
Yeah, like you said, being treated like a lady. You love traditional dating. So what are some of the things that a guy would do to do that? Like she said, open the car door, paying for the date, this sort of thing.
Leading. Like definitely leading.
Yeah.
And taking it slow too. I feel like getting to know somebody. Like we talked about 3 dates, like
courting.
A couple dates. Yeah, courting. I like that word.
Okay.
Being provider and like opening door, being romantic.
Okay. And so what, I guess, are you doing in exchange for this? Like, what are you doing that's traditional? And how are you treating him like a gentleman?
Could we just randomly talk, or?
Well, how about we start here?
Well, if it was my man's after a long day of work, I'll massage you. Make sure you come home to a clean home that smells good, home cooked meal.
Okay.
Lots of love.
Sure.
I would say the same thing, cooking, cleaning. Like if my man wants me to rub his feet, I'm gonna rub his feet, give him a massage.
What about you?
What was the question again?
It's her, not you.
Me? Oh, yeah, caretaking. If it is a relationship, if it's just starting and courting again.
The beginning.
Yeah, so the beginning. Definitely, I think like there's like certain things like when they open the door for you outside, you open it for them inside. Like there's certain things that you can like reciprocate back and forth.
Sure.
Yeah, it's the first one coming to my head right now.
Okay, what about you?
I think just like listening to him, listening to his problems, being his piece.
Here, I'll give you a couple prompts on this. Will you take your husband's last name?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
I've been in debate about it, but traditionally, I'm starting to think I will.
What's the debate?
My last name holds a lot of meaning to me. And so for a long time, I didn't really even believe in marriage. My aunt's a lawyer, and she like most divorces or most marriages end in divorce. You do want to get married though, right? I do. Okay. And so my fight with myself was, do I keep and hold the history of my last name, right? Or do I go the traditional way? Like my big thought was like, okay, where's their standpoint on it? If he's okay with it and he understands my decision, then I would love to be able to. But if it is a topic of discussion and he is, like it's a make or break deal.
Yeah. I want to have that conversation. Okay, go ahead. Yes, you take his last name. And just really quick, should the guy pay for the first date?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. If you're asking me.
Hold on.
If you're asking me to go, yeah.
You said there would be a conversation. Here's the conversation. Hey, babe, you're taking my last name. Is there a conversation after that?
Yeah.
What's the conversation?
Like, what is the meaning to you? Like, why is it so serious?
I'm a traditional man. This is the tradition. Mm-hmm. What other conversation needs to be had?
I mean, is it going to be on paper? Is it just in display? Like, is it just in our vows?
You're going to get a legal name?
Do I have to legally change it on paperwork now for everything?
You're going to get a legal name change to my last name. We're not going to hyphenate, and the children are going to have my last name.
Children are understandable.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. In changing it, am I allowed to keep? That's what we call hyphen, right?
That's really actually kind of weird, though.
The hyphen where it's like really long.
No, if you wanted to keep your last name because it's that important to you that the namesake itself be kept, why would you allow the children to have a different last name? Because wouldn't your name still die with you?
True, but to me, it's to me, I hold my children and stuff like that kind of in the same viewpoint as the circumcision, right? It's not our decision. It's not my decision. I can't really make that all the way. It is with the parent. It is with my my spouse. And like in a traditional way, I would want them to take the last name.
But if the name is so important that you wouldn't want to change it because you think it should live on, is the idea here. Why wouldn't you demand that the children also have the last name? It's going to die with you. I don't even understand. Like, well, how important is it really if it's just going to die with you anyway?
It's meaningful to me. And if my kids later on learn my understanding of what it meant to me and they decide they want to take that moving forward or they want to change their name and keep my last name too, they can do that.
So how long is this conversation going to be? Because I've already told you, I want our kids to have my last name. That's it.
The kid's fine, but the original conversation was me taking my last name.
You're taking my last name too.
So if it's a we're already getting married, I said yes to you, then I'll most likely take the last name. But if
what do you mean most likely? This is, I don't want to get married to you. This is like something that's very important to me.
Then I'm going to have to take some more time to think about it.
Oh, okay. Well, when I'm on a first date with you, I'm going to have to take some time and see if we got to go 50-50.
But this isn't.
And you can open your own car door. You can open your own car door and you can do, we can be 50-50 until you decide whether you're going to take my last name.
But why would you ask?
But the first date and marriage isn't. Sorry,
but you said you love.
The first date and marriage aren't on the same level.
You said you love traditional dating and being treated like a lady. Why aren't you treating your man, like a gentleman?
There's other ways to treat you like a man and show that you're.
So in all the ways, so you enjoy all the benefits that traditional dating entails.
No, I offer
Chivalry,
as well.
You offer what?
I offer.
Yeah, it's a token offer.
I take care.
What do you mean? What do you offer?
I'll in return, make sure if my person's taking care of me, it's a two-way stream. I'm going to feed you, you feed me. Okay. Are we at first dating stage, or we're talking about marriage and last names? Because those are two different aspects of, the dating spectrum.
Hold on. So just to be clear, you want the traditional benefits early in the relationship, and then you want the modern benefits when it really matters when you guys are married?
I believe they're mixed in, like it's a piece nowadays where they're mixed and blended together, and you're going to get the best of both those worlds and the worst.
Can I interject?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think the only thing that changed modern is just y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you want traditional courtship, why wouldn't you want to be a wife traditionally? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me.
There's other aspects of being a traditional wife outside of just taking the last name.
Yeah, but
that's nothing.
From a woman's point of view.
And I think traditional dating and marriage, right, are different amongst cultures too. I learned different things than in the U.S. than in Canada or than Europe. Like people kiss each other on both sides of the cheek.
But we talking about the name, though. The name, that's kind of universal.
The name.
Yeah, like taking on the last name. That's not, that only changed.
Well, actually, in I believe so in Mexico, the kids take both the last names. And then
all right, go date a Mexican. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know. We're in the United States, dude. I don't know how to talk about Ethiopia. I don't know how to talk about some other country. I'm not thinking about some other country.
Yeah, we here.
We're in the United States.
Because we could bring up polygamy.
But
would y'all do that? They do that in other countries. Y'all with that? No.
That's here too. Polygamy is very big.
But it's taboo here.
It's taboo.
But it's vibrant in other countries. So obviously we could play that under country shit all day. So my question to y'all. So
yeah, I could go to Japan. Give me. Well, hold on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all like to play this anomaly game. So let me ask you this: What are you willing to change your apparel for your man? Like, say if you got a very provocative Instagram and your man is like, I love you, but would you change your pictures? Would you take them down? Are you willing to do that for your man?
I've had this talk and I've had this conversation with the man before.
By the way, you guys have very revealing photos on your all four of you who said you
body positive.
You all have.
It
has nothing to do.
It's barely revealing. I got,
hold on.
I have 5 swimsuit pictures. Like,
no,
are y'all?
Hold on, no, hold on. I looked at all of your Instagrams. You have a photo where I don't know where you're like,
please don't bring
your leg. It's looking right down Main Street at your crotch, bro, and you're in some panties.
That photo is from 3 years ago.
That's revealing.
That old photo.
So it's still online on your public OnlyFans.
So on a dating aspect of that, right? Because you asked what I changed.
I'm talking about we about to get married.
Marriage
now.
or dating?
Marriage. We serious. We about to get married.
Okay, and now now we're all the way in,
because
right?
you gotta realize the elder man.
But you knew where you met me like that.
It don't matter. We married now, so it's like I'm not gonna put stipulations.
And it's not a make or break. Are you saying you need to change how you dress? You need to dress like this now, or you can't dress like this moving forward?
Or you can't post these type of photos.
I'm talking about if you
get married.
You could.
Or we're not getting married.
When we're out in public, you with me, or if you're my wife, you're a representation of me, whether I'm around or not.
Yes.
Because women like to say, well, I can wear what I want when I'm by myself, but if somebody punch on you, I got to do something about it.
So if my person states,
if you outside looking crazy, I can't tell you what to wear. A woman to say, well, I'm gonna wear what I want. Some women to say, well, I can wear what I want.
So you're saying the girl got punched because she had revealing clothes on?
I'm saying that if you got into an altercation, regardless of what you're wearing, if you're outside and you got into a situation, your man got to defend you, right? Even though he has no say on, he has to defend you if somebody put his hands on you.
Right.
So if you are under my care, whether I'm present or not, then I should also have an opinion on how you carry yourself, whether I'm there or not.
I mean, it depends. Like, to what degree is the girl carrying herself? Like,
I'm talking about revealing clothes, sheer, see-through. I can see your nipples. Like, y'all know how y'all be dressing out here today.
But so if my significant other is stating like I feel disrespected by certain things, but then vice versa, are you gonna be okay if I be like, hey babe, I don't like what you're wearing?
You gotta prove to me how what I'm wearing is attracting something that's negative. Like, how am I like?
If a man could prove that, then I will listen.
If you're, I gotta prove.
Hang on. Maybe we can look at it at a different angle. Let me just ask you a question by a show of hands. The Titanic is going down, and you only have so many lifeboats. Do the women and children go first? Raise your hand if the women and children go first. Yes. Okay, that's the end of that. So if the women and children go first and the men have to go down with a boat, then you need to do what you're fucking told and wear the right shit that the men tell you to wear. Because otherwise,
just to be clear,
otherwise you can go down with a fucking ship, and we can lifeboat.
Wait, so hold on.
And because we're strong enough to make you go down with the ship and take a lifeboat,
so now it's forced.
Y'all don't want to listen.
So now it's forced.
Now he says, sit down and shut up. And
hang on.
Wait, hold on.
Freak out.
No.
Let me finish. The reason that all of you raised your hand is because you said that there's a social duty and a societal expectation that you have for men. Great. We have them for you too. And what we have for you is that we don't want you to wear skimpy clothes, right? And walk around and make a fool out of yourself, right? That is our social expectation.
A lot of male designers.
If your social, hang on, let me finish. If your social expectation is we go down with a ship, our social expectation in society is that you also have standards to adhere to.
Wait, so just to be clear, you guys want men to literally die for you, but you draw the line at men wanting you to put on a jacket?
No.
Really?
All I was saying is, what level are we at where a man is trying to tell me what I should be wearing and what type of pictures
you want men to die for you?
When did I say that? When did I say that?
He literally just asked the question. So you guys
are talking about the Titanic?
No, we're talking about it. No.
Specify, because
this is why they ain't want y'all to vote. This is why they ain't want y'all to vote.
Hang on.
Misogyny.
I'm just saying, y'all been saying some goofy ass shit.
Hang on.
Misogyny.
You're right. We're talking about the Titanic. Why in the Titanic should the men go down and the women get the lifeboats and the kids? Why?
That's what happened in the movie. Because the mother,
y'all
could take care of the kids, and the kids have more life to live.
Forget the kids. The kids go first. That's a given.
We know that mothers know best when it comes to what they're
one woman, one man.
Mothers know best.
Like
mothers know best?
I think most mothers know best when it comes to their kids and raising their kids.
Andrew, do you have the stat?
If it's a traditional man that's out working and usually is not home to take care of the kids, yes, the woman should be going down with
I just need to ask you this question then. If your social expectation is that women get on the lifeboats first, right after the children do, let's say the men on board the ship say to you, no, you stay on the boat and fucking sink. You can't force them.
Like,
right?
okay.
You can't. They could force you to stay on the boat, but you can't force them to stay on the boat. Why shouldn't they do that? Why shouldn't they? Why should they give you their spot on the boat? Why should they?
If they love you, that's fucked up.
Oh, but if you love them, that's fucked up.
They don't love.
No, but hold on.
Hang on. Let me finish with. If you love them, that's fucked up. Why do they stay? And you
it's
go?
Fucked up either way.
No, but why is the social expectation you go?
Because the mother, I think personally, the mother should go with her kids because mothers not.
Wait, hold on.
If you're not a mother, then I feel like that's a different conversation.
Stop.
You're a parent.
Let's make this really simple. Everybody on the boat is single. Nobody knows anybody. How about that?
Where'd the kids come from?
Okay, so
it's
either women go or men go.
It's always going to be a balance.
What's the social expectation?
I think
we only have,
it should be one of each.
We've got 30 spots in the lifeboat. We've got exactly
why would it just only be women like that? Okay, now I don't understand what y'all talking about.
Y'all women just want to be right, man. Y'all be playing these goofy ass games.
What's goofy? Because we just said, one woman and one man should go down.
Because y'all want.
Is that not fair?
Because you want the best from men and you're not willing to give him your best. The fact that a man got to argue with you about
why is my last name the only best I have?
No man has to argue with me. No man has to argue with me about what I wear.
That's what you want to do. But traditional was the key. I'm sorry, Brian. No. Traditional was the key word. That's why. But let's put that down. If a man's supposed to give you the best, you think that a lot of men make a lot of money, like you said earlier. You said a lot of the guys in the league, which is not. But we're gonna go with your argument. So you want the best that men have to offer, and he can't tell you to cover your ass up.
What?
And you're not a virgin on top of that? Like, what is men getting out of marrying women like this?
I never said that a man could not tell me what to wear.
I just wait, guys.
No,
I didn't. One at a time.
I didn't.
So he can?
Yes, but it depends. What level are we at? That's the question that I asked. What level are we at?
You, my girl.
First date and a man is telling me what to wear is crazy.
I ain't say that. But first of all,
now we're married. Okay, cool. Like you want to tell me what to wear?
I'm having sex with you. Put like this. At the moment, this.
Are we boyfriend and girlfriend?
Listen,
that's fine.
I feel you. This the moment when you supposed to listen. When if somebody do something to you, I gotta do something back. That's when you listen to me.
Okay.
So that's right away.
Yep. That's fair. But to say, you can't wear this, and that is the first date is crazy.
Soon as I gotta defend your honor, that's the moment you listen to me, and that's as soon as I meet you.
But what about the women that's not dressed crazy and a nigga still going to slap their ass? Then what about that?
I mean, and that's a degenerate, stupid dude. But is that the majority? Y'all always gotta find these anomalies that we look for. It's women online right now that's cooking their kids in the oven. Am I gonna bring that up as an argument? Exactly. No, look, am I lying? It's happening.
Lying.
Women are putting their kids in the oven, all types of weird ass shit.
Too. Yeah, crazy
I'm dead
stuff.
ass. And Andrew, one more thing. Andrew, can you pull up that stat? Because you said something about a mother's knows best. I'm glad you said that. I seen a stat, if I'm not mistaken, they said that a single father and his provision, and how he cares about his kid, has been proven to be equivalent to a 2-parent household or better. So do women really know best?
You take one study and you think that's supposed to represent all men and women in the world?
I know a lot of good fathers. I know a lot of goofy ass mothers.
One sec. Go ahead, Andrew.
I also know a lot of people that don't have dads.
One sec. Go ahead, Andrew.
I'll explain this stat from both.
Plenty of men that leave their families for.
And women, and they have max.
And it's way more men that's leaving their families.
I'll get you guys in. Go ahead, Andrew.
So here's the stat on this. So he's right that generally speaking, so it used to be that there was a default in the court that children basically always went with the mother. As that has decreased, as more and more fathers have been awarded custody, we've been able to do some longitudinal studies on the outcomes of children who are raised in a single mother household versus a single father household. And it is true that the outcomes for children in a single father household do much better. This is not due to income. This is due to the fact that your abuse rates significantly increase by bringing additional men into a children's life who's not the father. Women do this. However, the case is that men, when they bring females into the life of children, they're not much of a physical threat to the children because the father can do something about it. So ultimately, yes, Stepdads, the abuse rates go up. It's not that most stepdads are abusive. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that the abuse rates do go up. And promiscuous women, the abuse rates significantly go up. So yes, single father households tend to have much better results and outcomes regardless of the socioeconomic status.
And that's just based off information on that one study? Like, that's my question.
Okay.
No, it's multiple studies. So these are multiple longitudinal studies which go over this. And so there's other things too. There's some factors for women here, like for instance, the fact that there's way more women who have custody of their children, right? You would think that the numbers would be reduced for men because now we have a much higher pool. So then we kind of break that down per capita. So what we do when we dive in is we find this, that when you bring strange men around your kids, the chances that your kids get abused go significantly up. Right? Because you can't do much about it. You can't do much about it. Men can do something about it. So if men are in, and these are other studies which show this, if men are in relationships with women and they begin abuse of the children, men put a stop to it very, very, very quickly. Women don't often do that. So these are dependent situations, but men, it does seem that their kids have better outcomes if they're single men than single women.
And it seems like men pick better mates when they have children than women do, in my opinion.